The Joe Rogan Experience.
I think in today's day and age, with the news cycle that we have now, where things are just in the public eye, out of instantaneously, nothing sticks, everything keeps moving. There's scandals and wars constantly. I don't think it would register. I think people would have to have actual physical encounters with UFOs before it really made sense to them. Because I think right now it's just this idea. It's in the air. It's vapor. It's just like you could talk about it if you like. You could read about it if you like. You could watch blurry videos if you'd like. But it doesn't have any weight in your real world. Now, if we start seeing them, if they're like hovering over Los Angeles and they're undescribable and they rocket off into insane speeds and smaller crafts come out of the mothership, and if that kind of shit happens, that would get real weird. That would get real weird real quick, and that could lead to chaos. That could absolutely lead to chaos. And if we somehow or another had proof that, maybe we are some sort of a science project or some product of genetic engineering, or maybe the human farm thing is real, that they literally created us to try to get us to do things here or to try to recreate souls, which is like a very bizarre thought, that the soul is a thing that we carry around, and that there's some sort of value to having so many souls.
That's like, this is old school. This is my gateway drug into UFOs was John Lear. And first time I sit down with him, he's like, got this big cigar and he's looking at me and he's like, we're all property. We're property. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And he was talking about how the aliens saw us as kind of like a wine, and our bodies are containers and our souls are being matured as like a commodity. For these, like he was a wild dude. Like, I'm not saying I believe any of this. I'm just saying he gave me that idea day one.
When he said matured, like, is a soul of an intelligent person more valuable than the soul of a dummy?
I wish we could ask John Lear, but he's dead.
You know what I'm saying? What does that mean in terms of like aging our souls, maturing our souls?
Maybe through experience, like hardship experience, love, joy. Like maybe I'm just talking crazy right now, but this is I can do the John Lear. John would say every experience you have in life is what makes your soul mature. From your joy and your love to your hate and your anger, live without envy, hate, or greed. That's my John Lear impression. Yeah, he was
it makes sense. If your soul is ultimately a representation of who you are and how you stand in life, it would make sense that would be fortified by your life experiences, and it would make it stronger, like everything else. Like your life experiences make you wiser. If the soul's a real thing, the more value you put into the world, the better you behave, the nicer you are, the more you learn to be honest and truthful, all the different things that we hold up as high qualities for human beings. It would make sense that would like enrich your soul.
And just getting better in life, right? Like if for you 20 years ago and you today, we all hope that we look at our past self and we say we've learned something.
Sure.
We become a better person, become more loving, empathetic, better and more creative at presenting ourselves into the world and making a difference. So that's a cool way to look at life. That was his cosmology.